Come with me today and we have got a little Hyundai i10 in for a couple of diagnostic faults. And one is intake camshaft position timing over advance and the crankshaft position sensor circuit A. And for those of you that know what that fault code means, it is a stretched timing chain. Anyway, let's get involved. First thing we need to do is remove the driver's side front wheel and the inner splash guard. Now we need to move around and we need to remove the headlight. Just pull the bumper back so you can get it 110mm by there, so we can get at that one bolt there. Now we can get this engine mount off. But before we take this engine mount off, I am just going to decast the air conditioning. Look. Now we've got the engine mount off, we can let the jack down and the engine should just rest on the dry shaft. Now that we've got the vehicle back in the air, we just need to drain the water out into our lovely little receptacle, remove the water pump pulley, the alternator, and then we can make a start on getting the timing cover off. Now we've got everything out of the way, before we take this crank pulley off, we just need to get it lined up to top dead centre. There's a little V and it goes to that T there. Now that we've got the timing cover off, we need to take the tension off the chain, and how we do that is get a little pry bar, bar that tension in the back, get yourself a little pin and plunk it in there, in that little hole, and there we have it. That is the tension off the chain. Now we need to jump round and remove these guides, front and the back of the chain, and this one at the bottom, so we can get the chain off. And there we have it. That is one chain and Rooney off. Now if there's one thing I like about fitting timing chains is how they're designed. On probably 90% of timing chains, probably all of them to be honest, you do get links in the chain that are different colours which match up with dots on each pulley, so it's pretty much impossible to fit that chain wrong. Anyway, I'm just going to spend a little bit of time now cleaning all these fascias up. And there we go, that is a brand new timing chain that has arrived. We've got new guides, tensioners and a crankshaft oil seal. But what we need to do first is just leave that chain soak in there for a little while. And there we go, that is a timing chain fitted back to the engine. I've just put some white Tipex marks on the lines just to show you lot, exhaust and inlet, and the two little dots that are lined up correctly on the camshafts. And if we go down to the crank, you should see it lined up perfectly down there as well. Now think back to the beginning of the video where you've seen the chain in between the two camshafts was really slack. Now it is nice and taut, and I haven't even pulled the pin out the tensioner yet. So anyway, here we go. Get the pin and literally just pull it out, and that is the chain fully tensioned. Now let's move around to the timing cover, and this is where you need to be spotless doing things, and put a little bead of sealant all the way around the edges and leave it go off for about 5 to 10 minutes till it gets a bit of a skin on it, and then we can get it fitted back to the car. Now these timing covers can be a little bit of a pain to get on, so how I do it, this is my method. Get my apprentice, jack the engine up as high as you can, get yourself a big bar. Now please don't cry because it's not going to hurt it whatsoever. Just literally a little bit of pressure on the aircon pump and that'll just pull it enough out of the way to slide the cover up. And there we go, that is the timing cover back on, and while that sealant is going off, I am going for my haircut to make myself look brand new. Well, that was a quick trim. I've had my beard done, nice fresh job. I'm feeling fresh Friday now. So let's crack on with this car and we're going to get it back together. Crank pulley, new belt, it is a stretch belt to go back on it, and then we're just going to box it all back up. And there we go, that is the car all back together. I am just waiting on now a new alternator belt, but it is not going to stop me getting on the key and giving it a big start. Bloody perfect. Now that I've got the car running, we can jump on the launch and we can reset all the adaptive values for this vehicle. There we go. And we just back out now, read the fault codes, and there we go, no trouble codes stored. And there we go, that is one timing chain replacement on a Hyundai i10. And once this new alternator belt has turned up, I will take it down the road for a bit of a test drive, just make sure the car's driving spot on, and yeah, we'll get it sent.